Have you ever noticed a tiny, soft bump on your neck, under your arm, or around your chest, and dismissed it as nothing more than a harmless sign of aging? Most people do. They assume these little growths are simply cosmetic and never think twice about them. But what if your skin is quietly trying to tell you something much bigger about what's happening inside your body? Many people are surprised to learn that these small growths can sometimes be connected to changes in the immune system. While they are usually harmless, they may appear more often when your body's natural defenses are no longer working at their best. That's why ignoring them without understanding what they are isn't always the smartest choice. In this video, we'll uncover the real science behind these skin growths, explain why they develop, what they may reveal about your overall health, and discuss the safest ways to manage them. More importantly, you'll learn how supporting your immune system may help reduce the chances of developing more of them in the future. Before discussing treatments, it's important to understand one simple fact. Not every bump on the skin is the same. Many people casually call every raised spot a wart, but dermatologists know there are several completely different types of skin growths. Treating them all the same can lead to unnecessary pain, permanent scars, or delayed diagnosis of more serious conditions. One of the most common growths is the skin tag. These are soft, flesh-colored pieces of skin that usually hang from a thin stalk. They often appear on the neck, under the arms, eyelids, or in areas where skin rubs against skin. Skin tags are generally harmless and extremely common, especially as people get older or gain weight. Another common type is the classic wart. Unlike skin tags, warts usually have a rough surface and feel firmer when touched. They frequently develop on the fingers, hands, knees, or the bottoms of the feet. Some even contain tiny dark dots, which are actually small blood vessels trapped inside the wart. Then there are age-related skin growths that many older adults mistake for warts. These often appear as brown, waxy patches that seem to sit on top of the skin. They usually develop after years of sun exposure and are considered a normal part of aging. Although they may look unusual, they are not caused by viruses. Moles are another category altogether. Some moles are flat, while others are raised. Because they can sometimes resemble harmless skin growths, people occasionally make the dangerous mistake of trying to remove them at home. This is never recommended. Any mole that changes in size, color, shape, or begins bleeding should always be examined by a healthcare professional. So how can you tell whether a skin growth deserves medical attention? A simple observation method can help. First, look at the color. A harmless skin tag usually has one consistent color similar to your surrounding skin. If a growth contains several colors, such as dark brown, black, red, or blue, it deserves closer evaluation. Next, study the edges. Benign growths often have smooth, clearly defined borders. If the edges appear irregular, uneven, or seem to blend into the surrounding skin, it's wise to schedule an examination. Finally, pay attention to change over time. A bump that remains stable for months is usually less concerning than one that grows rapidly, changes shape, becomes painful, or starts bleeding. Remember, your skin often reflects what's happening inside your body. While many growths are harmless, others deserve prompt medical attention. Learning to recognize the difference is the first step toward protecting both your skin and your overall health. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to develop just 1 or 2 skin tags during their lifetime, while others suddenly notice dozens appearing on their neck, underarms, eyelids, or chest? Is it simply getting older, or is something deeper happening inside the body? The answer may surprise you. These growths often don't appear overnight because of a single event. In many cases, they develop gradually as several systems inside the body become less efficient. Aging alone isn't the only factor. Your immune system, nutrition, stress levels, metabolism, and even your digestive health all work together to influence how your skin changes over time. One important factor is the immune system. Throughout your life, your immune system constantly monitors your body, helping control viruses, repair damaged cells, and protect you from infections. When you're younger, these defenses usually work very efficiently. But as the years pass, immune activity naturally slows. Scientists even have a name for this gradual decline: immune aging. As immune function weakens, the body may become less effective at controlling viruses that can live quietly in the skin for years without causing problems. These viruses often remain inactive until the body's defenses become less efficient. That's one reason why skin growths sometimes become much more noticeable later in life. But immunity isn't controlled by age alone. nutrition plays a surprisingly important role. Many adults unknowingly consume diets that provide fewer essential minerals than their bodies actually need. One mineral that deserves special attention is zinc. Although your body only needs small amounts of zinc, it is involved in hundreds of biological processes. It helps immune cells communicate, supports wound healing, assists in tissue repair, and contributes to healthy skin maintenance. Unfortunately, zinc intake often declines with age. In addition, the digestive system may absorb nutrients less efficiently than it did decades earlier. Highly processed foods, sugary snacks, and refined carbohydrates may fill the stomach without providing the nutrients needed to support healthy immune function. Foods naturally rich in zinc include pumpkin seeds, lean meats, seafood, beans, lentils, and certain nuts. Including these foods regularly may help support normal immune activity as part of an overall balanced diet. Another major piece of the puzzle lies inside your digestive system. Many people think digestion is only responsible for breaking down food, but the gut is also home to a large portion of the body's immune activity. Inside the intestines live trillions of beneficial microorganisms collectively known as the gut microbiome. These friendly bacteria help digest food, produce important compounds, communicate with immune cells, and support the protective barrier lining the intestines. When the balance of these microbes is disrupted by poor diet, lack of fiber, frequent consumption of ultra-processed foods, or other lifestyle factors, the immune system may not perform as efficiently as it should. Researchers continue to discover strong connections between gut health and immune regulation, suggesting that caring for the microbiome may influence many aspects of overall wellness, including skin health. Stress also deserves attention. Most people recognize stress as an emotional burden, but chronic stress creates measurable physical changes throughout the body. During prolonged periods of worry, poor sleep, or emotional strain, the body produces higher levels of stress hormones. While these hormones are helpful during emergencies, remaining elevated for long periods may interfere with normal immune responses. Over time, this can make it harder for the body to keep certain viruses under control. Think about periods in life when everything seemed overwhelming, perhaps caring for a loved one, dealing with financial difficulties, recovering from illness, or coping with major life changes. Many people notice that various health concerns become more noticeable during these stressful chapters, including changes affecting the skin. Sleep plays an equally important role. During restful sleep, the body performs maintenance and repair. Immune cells communicate, damaged tissues recover, and many important biological processes take place. Poor quality sleep night after night may reduce the body's ability to maintain these normal repair systems. The encouraging news is that many of these factors are within your control. Supporting your immune system doesn't require chasing miracle products or expensive treatments. Instead, consistent daily habits, eating nutrient-rich foods, improving sleep, managing stress, staying physically active, and maintaining a healthy digestive system can all contribute to better overall health. What if improving your skin health didn't begin with expensive creams or cosmetic procedures, but instead started in your kitchen, your daily routine, and even the way you breathe? Many people spend hundreds of dollars trying to remove skin growths while overlooking the internal factors that may have contributed to their appearance in the first place. Although no food or lifestyle habit can guarantee that skin tags or warts will disappear, supporting your immune system and overall health may help your body function more effectively. Let's begin with one of the easiest improvements, adding more nutrient-rich foods to your diet. One excellent choice is pumpkin seeds. These tiny seeds are packed with minerals, particularly zinc, which plays an essential role in maintaining healthy immune function. Just a small handful each day can provide valuable nutrients that help support the body's natural defense system. Seafood such as oysters, crab, and fish also contains zinc, along with high-quality protein and other important minerals. Lean meats, beans, chickpeas, and lentils are additional options for people who want to increase their intake naturally. Another important goal is feeding the beneficial bacteria living inside your digestive system. These microorganisms thrive on dietary fiber, especially the kind found in vegetables, fruits, oats, beans, flax seeds, and whole grains. As these bacteria digest fiber, they produce beneficial compounds that help support the intestinal lining and communicate with immune cells throughout the body. Unfortunately, many modern diets contain far too little fiber. Meals centered around refined flour products, sugary snacks, sweetened drinks, and heavily processed foods may leave beneficial bacteria without the nourishment they need. Over time, this imbalance can affect digestive health and potentially influence immune function as well. Fermented foods may also be worth including regularly. Foods such as yogurt with live cultures, kefir, kimchi, naturally fermented cabbage, and other traditional fermented foods introduce helpful bacteria that may support a balanced gut microbiome. While everyone's digestive system is unique, regularly consuming fermented foods is commonly recommended as part of a healthy eating pattern. Garlic is another interesting food that has attracted scientific attention. Fresh garlic contains natural sulfur compounds that have been studied for their potential antimicrobial properties. To maximize these compounds, many experts recommend crushing or chopping garlic and allowing it to rest for several minutes before eating or cooking it. This simple step allows beneficial compounds to develop naturally. Colorful vegetables deserve special attention as well. Red peppers, spinach, broccoli, carrots, tomatoes, purple cabbage, and leafy greens provide vitamins, antioxidants, and plant compounds that help protect cells from oxidative stress. Eating a variety of colors each day helps ensure you're receiving a broad range of nutrients instead of relying on supplements alone. Hydration is another habit that many people underestimate. Water supports circulation, digestion, nutrient transport, and healthy skin. While individual fluid needs vary, staying properly hydrated helps every system in the body perform its normal functions more efficiently. Of course, nutrition is only part of the picture. Movement matters just as much. You don't need intense workouts to support circulation. Even gentle daily activity encourages blood flow throughout the body while helping the lymphatic system move fluid efficiently. Unlike the cardiovascular system, the lymphatic system doesn't have a central pump like the heart. Instead, it relies heavily on muscle movement. Walking, stretching, light strength exercises, or simple twisting movements can all help keep lymph flowing. If you spend long hours sitting at a desk or watching television, standing up every hour for a few minutes can make a meaningful difference. Stress management should never be overlooked either. When stress becomes chronic, the body remains in a prolonged state of alertness. Practicing slow, controlled breathing for just 5 minutes each morning and evening may help activate the body's relaxation response. One simple technique involves inhaling slowly through the nose for 4 seconds, holding briefly, then exhaling gently through the mouth for 6 seconds. The longer exhale encourages relaxation and may help lower feelings of tension after regular practice. Finally, never underestimate the value of quality sleep. During sleep, your body performs countless repair processes that are difficult to replace with any supplement or medication. Adults should aim for consistent, restful sleep whenever possible by maintaining a regular bedtime, limiting late-night screen use, and creating a calm sleeping environment. When these healthy habits become part of your daily routine, you're not simply caring for your skin. You are supporting your immune system, digestion, circulation, and overall well-being. Have you ever searched online for a quick way to remove a skin tag or wart? Chances are you've seen videos recommending scissors, dental floss, vinegar, nail clippers, or even homemade chemical mixtures. These methods may promise fast results, but they can also create much bigger problems than the growth itself. One of the biggest mistakes people make is assuming that every raised bump is harmless. Without knowing exactly what the growth is, attempting to remove it at home can lead to infection, excessive bleeding, permanent scarring, or delayed diagnosis of a more serious skin condition. Let's begin with one of the most common DIY methods: cutting the growth off. Some people use nail clippers, razor blades, or small scissors to remove skin tags. While it may seem simple, this approach creates an open wound. Even tiny cuts allow bacteria to enter the skin, increasing the risk of infection. Bleeding can also be difficult to control, especially if the growth contains small blood vessels. More importantly, if the growth isn't actually a harmless skin tag, removing it yourself could interfere with proper medical diagnosis. That's why healthcare professionals strongly discourage cutting unknown skin lesions at home. Another popular internet trend involves tying a thread or piece of dental floss tightly around the base of a skin tag. The idea is to stop blood flow until the tissue dries up and falls off. Although this method occasionally works on very small skin tags, it can also cause significant irritation, swelling, pain, and infection if performed incorrectly. If the base isn't completely closed off, the tissue may become inflamed without fully detaching. Some people also turn to concentrated vinegar or other acidic substances. These products are sometimes promoted as natural wart removers, but applying strong acids directly to healthy skin can cause painful chemical burns. Sensitive areas such as the neck, eyelids, underarms, and groin are especially vulnerable. Instead of removing the growth safely, these harsh substances may damage the surrounding skin and leave permanent scars. Essential oils are another commonly discussed option. While certain oils have been studied for their antimicrobial properties, scientific evidence supporting their ability to remove skin tags or common warts remains limited. Essential oils can also trigger allergic reactions or skin irritation, particularly when used without proper dilution. Another mistake many people make is repeatedly picking, scratching, or pulling on skin growths. Friction from clothing, jewelry, or shaving can accidentally tear a skin tag. Although this usually isn't dangerous, repeatedly injuring the same area increases irritation and creates opportunities for infection. If a skin tag becomes painful, starts bleeding frequently, or is constantly catching on clothing, it's better to discuss safe removal with a healthcare provider. So what options are considered safer? For confirmed skin tags, many doctors simply recommend observation if the growth isn't causing discomfort. Since skin tags are generally harmless, treatment is often unnecessary unless they become irritated or create cosmetic concerns. If removal is desired, healthcare professionals can perform quick in-office procedures using sterile equipment. Depending on the situation, they may carefully remove the tag with specialized instruments, freeze it with extremely cold temperatures, or use controlled heat to separate it from the skin. These procedures usually take only a few minutes and significantly reduce the risk of infection compared with home methods. Common warts may require a different approach. Many pharmacies sell over-the-counter products containing salicylic acid, an ingredient that gradually softens and removes thickened skin. This treatment works slowly and often requires consistent daily application for several weeks or even months. Patience is important. Many people stop treatment after only a few days because they don't see immediate improvement. However, successful wart treatment often requires persistence. Following the instructions carefully and protecting the surrounding healthy skin can improve the chances of success. It's equally important to know when not to attempt home treatment. Never try to remove a growth if it changes color, grows rapidly, bleeds without injury, develops irregular borders, becomes very painful, or appears on sensitive areas such as the face, eyelids, or genital region. These situations deserve professional evaluation before any treatment begins. Remember, the goal isn't simply removing a bump. It's making sure you're treating the right condition in the safest possible way. Imagine waking up every morning knowing that the small choices you make throughout the day could help support not only your skin, but also your immune system, digestion, and overall well-being. There is no miracle cure that can instantly eliminate skin tags or warts, but consistent healthy habits can create an environment where your body functions at its best. The key is consistency, not perfection. Let's walk through a practical daily routine that combines nutrition, movement, stress management, and proper skincare. These habits won't replace medical treatment when it's needed, but they can become valuable parts of a healthy lifestyle. Start your morning with hydration. After waking up, drink a glass of water to help replace fluids lost overnight. Proper hydration supports circulation, digestion, and healthy skin. Some people enjoy adding lemon to their water for flavor, but plain water works perfectly well. The goal is simply to begin the day by giving your body the fluids it needs. Before rushing into your daily activities, spend a few minutes practicing slow breathing. Sit comfortably, relax your shoulders, and inhale slowly through your nose for about 4 seconds. Hold your breath briefly, then exhale gently through your mouth for about 6 seconds. Repeat this cycle 5 to 10 times.